The small plane crashed with a thunderous roar. When the smoke cleared, 3 teenage boys found themselves on a remote, rocky island. Jack, the most aggressive, Tom, the most thoughtful, and Michael, the youngest. Their first day was a nightmare of survival. "Look, I found some berries," Jack shouted, clutching a handful of dark purple fruits. Tom reached out. "We should share those." "No way," Jack pulled back. "I found them. They're mine." Michael watched nervously. The island was harsh. Trees were sparse. Food was scarce. A burning sun beat down on them. As hours passed, their hunger grew. Their emergency supplies were minimal: a few water bottles, some crushed snacks, and torn clothing from the plane crash. When Michael discovered a small patch of edible plants, Jack immediately tried to claim them. "These are mine," he yelled, pushing Michael away. Tom intervened. "Stop. If we keep fighting, we'll all die." Their first night was filled with tension. They barely spoke. Each boy protected whatever small resources he had found. Trust seemed impossible. Days passed. Their hunger became desperate. Jack would hunt with a makeshift spear but caught nothing. Tom tried to create a shelter, but struggled alone. Michael collected water from a small stream, but was too weak to carry much. One evening, everything changed. "We can't survive like this," Tom said quietly. "We're killing ourselves faster than this island ever could." Jack, usually angry, looked defeated. Michael nodded silently. They made a plan. Jack would hunt. His strength and aggression could now be used for survival, not fighting. Tom would build their shelter and manage their camp. Michael would find water and gather safe fruits. Their first successful hunt was a small wild rabbit. They cooked it together. Michael found dry branches. Tom created a fire using a reflective piece from the plane's wreckage. Jack carefully divided the meat into 3 equal parts. "We share everything," Tom said. And they agreed. Their shelter improved. They learned to work together. Jack's hunting skills grew. Tom's shelter became stronger. Michael became more confident, finding better water sources and safer food. At night, they would sit around the fire, sharing stories about home, keeping hope alive. "We will survive," Jack would say. And they believed him. Weeks passed. Their clothes became ragged. Their skin turned brown. But their spirit remained strong. They had learned something important. Survival isn't about being the strongest, but about working together. One afternoon, as they were preparing their daily meal, they heard a sound. A distant engine. A rescue boat approached. Jack, who once fought over every scrap of food, now smiled. Tom, who had always tried to keep peace, looked relieved. Michael, the youngest, had tears in his eyes. They had done more than survive. They had learned to live. As they were rescued, they looked at each other. No longer strangers fighting for survival, but brothers who had faced the ultimate test together.